You're cordially invited to celebrate the birth of Sean Puffy Coat.
They are saying that Oprah Winfrey and Diddy, they go way back. They are very close friends, and they are even saying that she has something to do with the Diddy parties.
You are cordially invited to celebrate the birth of P. Diddy.
Sean P. Diddy Puff Pastry Cone.
My birthday, I'm happy. Thanks to y'all giving me this call. Thank you very much. I love y'all.
Love you all. Too. Can't wait to see you in a couple of days.
HR Puffin stuff.
Sean P. Puff. Puffy food.
But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Puff Daddy.
Puffy is currently facing some serious allegations that have tarnished the reputation that he built in the music industry. He once had this close-knit circle of celebrity friends, and now they're kind of distancing themselves in the wake of these serious allegations. Now, has anybody else seen the leaked VHS tape? It was probably, I believe, an invitation to Puffy's 29th birthday party back in 1998, when I was like, And it's raised some eyebrows. Known for his love of partying, Puff Daddy has never shied away from going out and about while hosting such events, although, some, if not all, of his current legal troubles kind of stem from those gatherings. But the VHS tape, it's a 6-minute long video that serves as a time capsule from the peak of the bad boy era, and as kind of a reminder of how far Puff Daddy has slipped from society amid everything going on. And yes, Oprah's in it. That's why we're talking about it today. So this tape was delivered to the hands of the most powerful and glamorous players in Los Angeles and New York in a black velvet pouch with the birthday gala, November 4th, 1998 written on it in white script. And like I said before, it's got Oprah, it's got Ellen DeGeneres, it's got Chris Rock, it's got Mariah Carey, it's got the next president, it's got Magic Johnson, Will Smith, Ben Stiller, Joan Rivers, Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, Tommy Hilfiger, Ronald Perlman, Penny Marshall, Stephen Baldwin, and so many others, taking turns to hype up the bash, encouraging the recipients to RSVP and goof off for the camera. So it begins with a strange home video style skit where Danny DeVito is lying on a sofa under a blanket, saying, "That's right, Puff Daddy's having a party and this is Puff Daddy inviting you to come. Let's have a ball." Danny DeVito, are you okay? Let me know. Then the absolute cavalcade of A-listers take turns reading from a script. And yeah, it's a script, detailing the date and time, exactly how fabulous and expensive the affair is going to be, and then the address to RSVP to. And the venue, which by the way, it was the Cipriani Wall Street, would be revealed later. But now that it's been 20-something years, we know where it was. One person refers to the I'll Be Missing You rapper as the legendary Puff Daddy, and then we've got Rock and DeGeneres teasing him for his many names, because, you know, he's got them as long as my arm, and a lot of folks make fun of their own unease with hip-hop slang. One source who attended the bash said that they'd forgotten how much was made of the party in the press, and they really think that bigger celebs and moguls were fascinated by the chutzpah of this 29-year-old. Look, at the time the bash cost like $600,000, and 1,600 people were on the list for the invites, which is bonkers for a party? Eee! As well as those in the video, Henry Winkler, Aaron Lauder, Mike Tyson, Minnie Driver, Mark Wahlberg, Lenny Kravitz, Kevin Costner, Sarah Ferguson, Martha Stewart, Jay-Z, and Naomi Campbell were also on the scene. Folks have compared this to Truman Capote's black and white ball at the Plaza, and even though that party was like for la crème de la crème of society, Puff Daddy was celebrating the kind of high-profile commercial success and notoriety that knows no racial class or bounds. So folks are comparing it like old money versus new money. The Capote ball, old money. Puff Daddy ball, new money. So during an intimate discussion with Oprah, peeling away the layers of his complex life, Puffy kind of made folks curious by avoiding details about the origin of the Puff Daddy moniker. The conversation, which was for Oprah's O magazine, it was casual at the beginning. Like Oprah was like, how'd you get the name? And he said, it's a nickname somebody gave me. And then Oprah, being Oprah, was like, okay, well, I would to know more. And then he was like, no. He's like, I've never told anyone that. And I know you get people to tell you everything, Oprah, but I can't look you in the eye and explain that one. He said, no more Puff Daddy. First week in June, we're gonna have a name change ceremony. Now, he confessed that part to MTV back in 2001, and that's when he said, I'm rocking with the whole P, that name now. And that's when he said, Biggie gave him that name, which was after crimes committed by Puffy that I can't talk about on here without sounding like a cartoon character, but I'm sure you can find them. And I find it highly suspicious that Biggie gave him that name. If we're gonna go back to Oprah for a moment, her name, that's been interlaced with a lot of criminals. We're talking Harvey W., Puff Daddy, Jeffrey E. I can't say their last names. Harvey was a close friend of Oprah's for many years, and he used that friendship to gain the trust of his victims. Actress Katie Noble claimed that Harvey used Oprah into going back with him to his hotel room. However, once Harvey's crimes became public knowledge, Oprah distanced herself from the situation without directly addressing her relationship with him. Oprah said, "If we make this just about Harvey, then we have lost this moment." That statement was an attempt to shift the focus from Harvey's crimes and victim stories to a bigger picture, because Oprah was desperate to paint herself as a hero. But not everybody was convinced. Oprah's former friend Seal took to Instagram to call her out for suspicious behavior, saying, "You have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you're the solution. I forgot, that's right. You'd heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually serial harming young starry-eyed actresses." And that post was accompanied with a photo of Oprah kissing Harvey on the cheek. Now, Harvey is one of only many awful men tied to Oprah's brand. She's attended those big parties, and oh right, I'm forgetting something. She's featured 5 times in the files from Jeffrey's trial. I can't talk more about the trial for reasons, but like, come on. Another issue that follows Oprah wherever she goes is the controversy of her school in South Africa, the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls. It was built as a safe haven for disadvantaged girls, but it has proven to be kind of anything but that. Multiple students accused a dormitory matron, Virginia Makopo, of harm, and she was arrested in November of 2007 and then released on bail. News outlets claim that she faced 14 charges involving indecent acts with students. So after that trial, Oprah was sued by the headmistress of the school, Lerato Nyomfo Mzame, for defamation, which is kind of bad for you to be sued by your own headmistress. Mzame alleged that Oprah defamed her by implying that the headmaster was covering up the awfulness going on at the school. Granted, that case was settled out of court before the arranged trial, at least according to news outlets. But sorry folks, the controversy does not end there. Speculation about numerous missing girls from the academy has spread like wildfire across social media. But the validity of these statements has not been confirmed or denied. Oprah and her team have been silent on the matter, and it seems like any articles raising concern over this situation are scrubbed from the internet. Like, when was the last time you heard about Oprah's school after she had that big grand opening? A fair share of scandals have been attached to Oprah over the years, yet media coverage criticizing her for all these instances somehow always disappears, and Oprah's name is constantly tied to a bazillion crimes, whether it's due to her relationships or the instances with the school. But the only sources talking about this are concerned consumers on social media and small newspapers. Not a lot of major outlets have discussed Oprah's suspicious behavior, instead they continue to praise her. And yet, she doesn't deny anything. Selective media coverage plays a large role in maintaining her image. Power is used as a scare tactic to prevent reporters from bringing these topics to light. And look, Oprah's not innocent. Thanks to her weakness for theories that veer towards the decidedly out there, her legacy is tarnished, at least in my eyes. Okay, sure, we'll give her a point today. She did endorse a lot of credible things. Barack Obama, John Steinbeck's East of Eden, became a bestseller after she featured it. I think it was like 51 years after it was originally published. But then on the other hand, let's talk about some bad things, okay? So we have her to blame for Jenny McCarthy spewing her opinions. You know, the opinion that vaccinations cause autism. She said that on the Oprah Winfrey Show back in 2007 and has been repeatedly cited as a factor in the return of many diseases, such as whooping cough, and in the US. Mostly in the US. Let's talk about Dr. Oz, the Turkish-American heart surgeon who first appeared on Oprah back in 2004 and quickly became part of Oprah's team of experts. Well, he dispenses with facts he doesn't find convenient. He manifests an egregious lack of integrity. Why? Well, he promotes quack treatments and cures in the interest of personal financial gain. He's more like an influencer than an actual doctor these days. And that's coming from a lot of colleagues who are like, yeah, no, his endorsements are immoral. And that's all for today, folks. See you next time.